What are the rights that if you take away? Every right that you take away from someone. Every right that you take away from someone, you're going to be in trouble. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, don't come to my presence with these two things. Every sin that you make, I will forgive you. But these two sins don't come into my presence. One is a shirk, and the other one is taking away the rights of others. Don't come to my presence with the rights of others. The shirk, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we cannot put a limit to Him. We cannot put a limit to His mercy, can we? It is up to Him. He wants to punish or He wants to forgive. The shirk is between Him and you. You and Him. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, through the mouth of the Prophet ﷺ in a hadith sharif, because every hadith, every saying of the Prophet ﷺ, it is from Allah. Because the ayat is saying he's not speaking from his nafs. Don't give me that foolishness. Oh, is this sahih? Is this hasan? Is this gharib? Is this? Is this that? You don't even know what category you are and you want to judge something else? Your words every day is sahih? Huh? Your words every day is hasan? What are you judging? 1400 years, you think there's no system that is put in place by the alims, the ulamas, and the salihin, and the awliya Allah to understand what is hasan and gharib and sahih, and not coming with this nonsense and judging everything. Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, Allah will not forgive. Allah will not accept the thanks of someone until that person thanks the one who has done a favor to him. Meaning that everything that is coming, it is through a protocol. Something that is being done to you, that is good. You cannot say a hand from heaven, from paradise is reaching. It is reaching through someone. That one is being used as a tool by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Although that one is a tool, and Allah is saying, understand the delicacy of the situation. If you don't thank that person who helped you, Allah will not accept your thanks. So understand now, from that hadith, it is enough to understand. If you do wrong to someone, if that person does not forgive you, Allah will not forgive. Unless the person forgives you. And you know what? In the day of judgment, that is what's going to happen. It's going to be a chaos. It's going to be complete confusion because everyone is complaining from others. It is not Allah that is asking for His rights. It is each other fighting for their rights because they know, if I don't get my rights, I'm going to be in big trouble. You're worshipping, you're making so much zikr, you're reading so much, you're making so much ibadat, but you take away someone's rights. How? So many ways. You're slandering and backbiting, you're taking away his rights. You're taking his honor, you're taking away his rights. You're taking his property, you're taking away his rights. You're becoming a zalim, a tyrant to that one, you take away his rights. You break his heart, finish, forget about it. In our way, it is better to break the Kaaba than to break a believer's heart. Of course. Is the Kaaba the throne of Allah? Is it? It is the house of Allah. But has the Kaaba been destroyed before? Yes. Anything happened to Allah? No. But the heart of the believer is the throne of Allah. It is better to break the Kaaba than to break the believer's heart. This is not for murids. Don't go around telling me now this one broke my heart, that one broke my heart. Because everyone's heart is in the property of our Sahib. Finish. It is for generally for others. So everyone is going to fight with each other. And that one who worshipped so much, but because he took away someone's right, that one will say, I want his faith, Ya Rabbi. That is the day of judgment. Justice has to be given. You take away that one's rights, he will ask for it on judgment day. And you know what? Certain things, there is interest. Interest is forbidden. But there are certain things when you owe someone and you don't pay, that debt that you have, it may get heavier and heavier. Maybe there's no interest, but that debt now becomes more and more valuable, isn't it? So now, that is what's going to happen on the Day of Judgment. If you're not in the Dergah, if you're not amongst the crowd, quickly come in! You know what? Stay outside. Go outside. Allah is coming, definitely, to break the sohbet. So we have to live with. You don't go home, you sit outside there. If you're not paying your debts in this world, your debts will become heavier in the judgment day. So you take away someone's rights. That one will have the right now on the Day of Judgment to ask for whatever that you have that is most valuable to you, to pay, to compensate. And Allah will not forgive until He forgives you. This is what is, how important this is. Let's not touch the rights of our Shaykh, the rights of the awliya Allah, the rights of the Prophet, the rights of Allah, just with each other. Yes, if you don't make halal those rights, you'll be in very big trouble. But Muslims have suffered lost their tradition, except for a few groups here and there. The Turks, they're still holding on to this tradition, taking this very seriously. Very seriously. The other groups I'm seeing, they don't take it so seriously because they're concentrating to become hafiz. They're concentrating on just reciting Quran like that, but the Quran is not reaching to their heart. It doesn't get past their throat. You understand? This is a very important part of our religion. To make sure that you don't come with each other's rights on the Day of Judgment. Turks, when they come visiting or when they are leaving, what do they say? Halal also. Saying to each other, I'm leaving now, I'm going. Halal, make halal. Meaning what? Everything that I've done to you, please don't ask for my rights on the Day of Judgment. They are taking the idea, not the idea, the reality that death is a serious matter and it may happen every time, because we ask that on the funeral prayer. When we bury someone, the one that is going to be buried, the Imam is going to say, whatever rights that he has taken from you, give it up. Because it is so dangerous, it is so important. And the crowd, the Jamaat has to say halal also. I give up my rights from you. I will not ask. And they are doing it, those ones with Ottoman traditions, they're doing it not when the person is dead only, they're doing it when they see each other, when they're leaving from each other. Meaning what? Forgive me. The person who understands that will sit down to understand what he has done to that one, to make that one to forgive him. It is not just a lip service. That one cannot be in ghaflat because it's thinking of death. If I die before he makes halal whatever I've taken from him, I'm going to be in big trouble. Yeah, only knowing how to make praying, ibadat and everything, like I said, you don't understand these rights, all the work that you have done, all the ibadat, will be cancelled, it will be taken away from you. It's nothing. You understand? So, this is what part of what tariqat is supposed to teach. This is the delicacy of the situation, to be very delicate. But murids now, forget about delicate, their hearts are dead. They only know how to let their tongue to be loose to say anything that they want, and later they say, oh, I'm sorry. They say anything that they want, and they say, oh, I'm just a woman. They say anything they want, oh, you know, I'm crazy. There are things, the delicacy of the situation, nobody is really understanding it anymore. Inshallah, we will wake up one day to understand. Assalamu alaikum.